Hey everybody, happy Tuesday, good morning. I just wanted to talk about it's been a while, by the way. It's been a while, sorry about that. I just wanted to talk about some general script building in Nuke and just, why it matters. Because it seems to matter less and less. If I open scripts of fellow compers, it's really bad sometimes. It's really, really bad. So grab yourself a coffee. Let's talk about it. Cool. All right. So let me just preface this by saying I am by no means the authority of how you should keep a script, but some general rules should always be enforced. I feel. I don't think that's too crazy to say. But let's first just quickly talk about why it does matter to keep a clean and efficient script. If you have a slow script, your wait times in between loading frames, if I switch from here to here and here to here and here, and I want to see how that looks compared to that and that, it's gonna take, if it takes a minute for each action to load, eventually you're gonna get frustrated. It tires you out, all that waiting, and you're gonna go, fuck it, let's just render it, and we'll see how it looks. And if something really glaring happens, whatever, I'll change it. You want speed in your script. Slow scripts are the death of creativity. You're gonna have much less time to just change and fiddle around with values to make it perfect in your eyes, just because you can't, You want to keep scripts as fast as possible. It's not only gonna speed up how quickly you're done with a shot, it's gonna make the shot better. That's, I think, often misunderstood. Like, it actually makes your scripts, your shots better, because you just have more actions to do, more time to review. Cool. With that out of the way, let's just start with number one. I made a little list here because otherwise I'm gonna get lost in the rant. Because the reason why I'm making this video, I had a shot like last month for a big IP, and it had been going for 6 months. Like, it started in October, so that's like 7 months. Right, so that script has been handed over like 5, 6, 7 times between artists, and what I saw in the script is just the first script was just a spider web of. It was just a mess. Like, it didn't make any sense. So understandably, what these new artists did every time someone else picked it up is just kind of work on the output, degrain it, work on it, regrain, send it out, right? And suddenly you had like three sort of separate scripts in one script. Super slow. Would not advise. And then obviously I was pulled aside, and they go, hey, can you just go into this script quickly and fix this one little thing? But then what happens is you first have to kind of rebuild the entire script for it to actually make sense. And it sucks. And the person who did the first script will never know. He'll just kind of go, no, I just wanted to quickly fix this for the note. And then what happens is they forget about it forever, and then it's someone else's problem. So don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. I don't want to work with that guy. Or girl. Cool. So first up, pretty simple. Work front to back, back to front. Shit, almost did it the wrong way there. Just work back to front. Simple. Just like you're layering in After Effects, in Photoshop, whatever. Whatever is furthest away from the camera, you do first. I mean, I shouldn't have to say this, but apparently I do, because very often you see people go like, oh, let's just merge whatever I have, and I just merge it and over this, and then I merge it. Oh, hang on a second, that actually had to go over this, so let's just merge this over that now. What? How does that work in your brain? How about you think it out first, and then you make it? Doesn't that make much more sense? Like, can you just simply merge it like that? By the way, I'm going to be switching from this script, the left script, to the right script. It's the same thing. I used the same the same inputs, and you can get the same results by using this as this. Notice how I'm not the biggest fan of backdrops. They just get in the way. And oftentimes, like an artist, like a compositor will go, "Well, I clean it up. It has backdrops now." If your script doesn't need backdrops, like I can see what this is immediately because it's clean, it's tidy. I just don't know the difference between this, and this elements, but I can quickly view them and see what's going on. So honestly, backdrops fine, but like don't use it as a so this is clean now because it's got backdrops. And okay, I gotta be careful because otherwise this is gonna turn into like a really big rant, and I don't want that. I want them to be like useful tips for people who like. Obviously, compositors should know this, but you know, if there's like juniors watching, then this might still be there might be some decent tips in this for them. So this is supposed to be like a positive, hey, do this kind of thing. So yeah, work back to front. It's whatever is furthest away from camera, do that first generally, and then go mid-ground, foreground, underneath that. You know, that should make pretty perfect sense, right? You just, because the standard merge node is over, so you want to go, this is the background, and then whatever is over here goes over it. And that's how you build your script, top to bottom, back to front. Cool. Second, use as few nodes as possible. You know, if you can do something, if you've got like 500 grade notes, but you could have done it in 100 grade notes, you're gonna feel that. Like you might not feel it initially at the start of the script, but eventually if your script gets big enough, Nuke loads in all these parameters every time it gets loaded, even though if I'm just using the gain, right? So you can literally, if you have two nodes on the same element and you use the gain twice, you can just use one node and, you know, change the gain to whatever you want. So use as little nodes as possible. Should be pretty easy. Easy peasy. This is not really only about like putting the same kinds of nodes together and merging them together, but it's also, it has to do with how you layer your script. If you go back to front, you need less nodes if you layer them logically and sort of group them logically. We'll go over some of this, like the lens effects, why that is. So every general operation in one place. And when I say general operation, like if you have shadows in your shot from your CG or whatever, don't have them sort of darting through the script everywhere. Like, oh, I need some shadows on this knot from there and on there. That shouldn't be necessary. That shouldn't be necessary. You can do it all in one place, like here. And even if you do need to split them up, then, you know, you can just kind of still have them in one place. This will keep your fellow colleague compers from calling in sick because of them seeing a script. Get it? Yep. That makes sense, right? Okay. 4, try to put lens effects all in one place. They are some of the heaviest nodes. I'm talking about light wrap, defocus, glow, chromatic aberration, bloom, anamorphic munch, vignettes. All of your orange type nodes, they are heavy. They are heavy. You don't want to use them in 3 different places, like here, right? It doesn't make sense. If you can do it just once, that'll make your script 3 times faster. Well, it won't make it 3 times faster, but you're 3 times as efficient. All right. So the only thing that that really changes here is I merge them together because they're on the same depth of the shot in this case. You can just use all lens distortion is one as well. It's not really a lens effect, but it's heavy as shit. You can just use one bundle on the entire thing. Yep. 5, concatenate. You should know about this, otherwise your VFX school has failed you. If you look at this sort of little input pipe from each element, what's wrong with this? I'll tell you what's wrong with this. These grades should be together. Because I don't know what goes on in people's mind, but I'm assuming they go, actually, this thing needs a grade. So, oh, hang on, I need to unpremult it and then, you know, pre-mult it after. But don't do that. Just freaking do it like this. Place them together, all in the same spot. Because what happens is basically Nuke has efficiencies built in where they load this as one group. It's just quicker that way. And the same goes for transforms, reformats, distortions. If you have 3 in a row, like if I had a grade in between this, there's a filter thing going on here. If I scale this up like by 10 and then scale this down by 10, it will filter twice and it will look terrible because it's been rasterized basically. So if you just do that, now it will only filter once and it will look good. Does that make sense? It will treat them as a group and load them as one operation, if that makes sense. I hope so. Okay, 6, just delete unneeded channels. If you have some depth stuff going on in your script, some mats you have ingested, some nodes actually like AP Chroma, they leave a mat and you can just remove everything you don't need. Is basically what I'm saying. Just kind of go through your script. If like after this defocus I go, oh, hang on, I don't need that anymore from now on. Let's just remove it. Remove the depth. Same goes for scan lines. They leave a trail. They leave a trail of channels. Oh. Like if I have a... So here you can see, there's 7 channels. So, but realistically, you only need RGBA, right? You might need depth, but whoever uses distance, you can just turn that off. And now there's only 5. So then, if you don't need depth either, you can just keep the RGBA. You know, it's not that hard. Just every channel you have costs loading time every time it goes through your node, basically. Just think about it like that. That's all. Delete unneeded channels. 7 is a big one, actually. It's so simple, and you know it shouldn't be necessary to be said, but it happens. Bounding boxes, crop them. You know, bounding boxes. Oh shit. Bounding boxes. Every so often you open the script and it just has like an 8K bounding box on each side, and go, why is this script so slow? And it just turns out they had like some transform or glows tend to do some pretty crazy shit. Crop them immediately after that, or just have a setting like here in the merge node. See how it says union? Just by default, go B and make sure that this is cropped. So now everything is 1080p or 4K or whatever your resolution is you're working at. I actually have this standard. My bounding box is set to B. You can set that in the init pie in your Nuke folder. Just Google it, you'll find it. That's a pretty good standard thing to have. I feel like because it will mess you up. The bounding box is probably the biggest contributor to slow scripts. Okay, last one. Use stamps when using reusing plates. So in this badly designed script, I have the same plate imported twice. But here it is a posted stamp and it loads it directly from that plate. Same thing, it's more efficient. It doesn't have to load in the plate twice. Adrian Puello has a really good stamp node, a stamp gizmo for this. A lot of the big studios are using it. I've talked about it many times. Google it, it's great. I don't have it installed here. It's on my personal PC, so yeah, that's it. That's it, man. Just keep stuff tidy. Like have a bit of pride, have a bit of pride in your script, because like you don't want to be edge extending 5 times throughout your entire script. Edge extension is hard enough to get it to look decent. If you have to do it in one place, if you have to do it just on the plate over here, right? You don't want to be edge pushing in 5 different areas, because every time you change this one, you're gonna have to change these to kind of make it sit in right. Like it all hangs together. All right, I think that's pretty much it. I hope that wasn't too much of a rant, but holy shit. All right. Cool. Thanks for watching. Hopefully that was a positive thing. Yeah, leave some notes, leave some comments. Tell me what you think. If you have some tips and stuff for working in a clean way. Maybe I forgot something. I just threw this together. So, all right. Have a nice day. Happy Tuesday. Bye.